Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Did you know that a simple penny in your pocket could be worth a life-changing amount of money? Yes, you heard that right. The 1970 D. Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, could potentially fetch up to $1 million in the right condition and under certain circumstances. Stick around as we uncover what makes this coin so special, how to identify its unique features, and why collectors are willing to pay such a fortune. Before we dive into the rarity and value, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1970 D. Lincoln penny. This coin was part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The D Mint mark signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1970, over 2.8 billion pennies were produced there, so what makes this coin so extraordinary? Here's where it gets exciting. While most 1970 D pennies are common, a few extraordinary factors can make them worth a fortune. Look out for double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. These mistakes can dramatically increase a coin's value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with no scratches or blemishes can fetch thousands, even without errors. Some rare coins have fascinating histories or unique features that make them stand out to collectors. In one of the most jaw-dropping cases, a rare era 1970 D penny in perfect condition sold for an astonishing amount at auction. Experts say this coin had both a double die error and a grade of MS-67, which is near perfection on the Sheldon scale. Such coins are exceptionally rare, making them highly sought after by collectors. So, how do you know if you have one of these treasures? Here's what to check. Look for a clear and strong D Mint mark under the date. Inspect the coin for doubling on the lettering or details like Lincoln's portrait. Check the coin's condition. Even a slight scratch can lower its value. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to examine for tiny details like repunched mint marks or other errors. Consider professional grading for your coin through organizations like PCGS or NGC. If you think you have a valuable 1970 D penny, here's what to do next. Get it authenticated and graded by a reputable service. Research recent auction prices for similar coins to understand its market value. List it on auction platforms or consult with a coin dealer to find interested buyers. Remember, the better the condition and rarity, the more you could earn. Now it's your turn. Go through your change, dig into those old coin jars, and see if you might have a 1970 D Lincoln penny worth a fortune. Who knows, you could be holding history, and a potential payday, in your hand. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing coin stories. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare coins. We'd love to hear your stories. 1976 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable it's captured the attention of collectors around the globe. This unassuming coin might look ordinary at first glance, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Let's uncover the secrets that make the 1976 Lincoln penny one of the most sought-after coins in numismatics history. 1976 was a significant year for America. It marked the country's bicentennial. While most attention was on special bicentennial coins like the quarter and dollar, the Lincoln penny quietly rolled off the production lines, with a hidden gem among them, the no mint mark variety. A no mint mark penny means it was minted in Philadelphia. While that might seem standard, certain 1976 pennies have unique characteristics that set them apart. It's these subtle differences that can elevate their value into the 6 or even 7-figure range. Your 1976 penny needs to be in pristine condition, ideally graded as MS-65 or higher. The shinier and more flawless, the better. Collectors love minting errors like double die obverse or reverse misalignments. Always check for unusual features under magnification. As mentioned earlier, the absence of a mint mark is essential. However, this alone won't guarantee $1 million value. It's the rare combination of condition, historical significance, and errors that drives prices sky high. Philadelphia minted billions of pennies in 1976. However, finding one that meets the criteria for a 6-figure valuation is like finding a needle in a haystack. Out of those billions, only a few are deemed worthy of top-tier grading and collector attention. In recent years, rare 1976 Lincoln pennies have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auction. For instance, a 1976 penny graded MS-67 Plus sold for thousands of dollars, and coins with unique errors or pristine condition have valuations that can soar to $1 million or more. Think you might have one of these treasures? Here's what to do. Carefully inspect your coin for damage and wear. Use a magnifying glass to spot any errors. Compare your coin to professional coin guides or consult an expert. If it looks promising, have it graded by a certified agency like PCGS or NGC. Why collectors love it? The 1976 Lincoln penny is a collector's dream, blending rarity, historical significance, and the thrill of the hunt. It's a small piece of history that tells a big story. So, the next time you're sorting through loose change, don't overlook the humble penny. That 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to $1 million payday. Who knows, you might just be holding a piece of numismatic history in your hands. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more amazing stories about rare coins. Until next time, happy hunting! 1976 Lincoln penny, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm and is now worth up to $1 million under the right circumstances. Before we uncover why this penny is so valuable, let's take a step back in time to 1976. It was America's bicentennial year, celebrating 200 years of independence. While special coins like the bicentennial quarters and half dollars were minted to commemorate the occasion, the humble Lincoln penny carried on its usual design. Minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark under the date, over 4.2 billion Lincoln pennies were produced that year. So, how did a common coin become one of the rarest treasures? There are a few key factors that make a 1976 Lincoln penny potentially worth up to $1 million. Coins with rare errors are highly sought after by collectors. Look for double die-averse (DDO) errors, where the text or design appears doubled, or off-center strikes, where the image isn't properly aligned. These errors are like fingerprints. No two are alike. The condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. A penny graded MS-67 or higher by organizations like PCGS or NGC is exceedingly rare. Out of billions of pennies, only a handful survive in such pristine condition. Some 1976 pennies were accidentally struck on planchets intended for other coins, such as dimes or foreign coins. These wrong planchet errors can send values skyrocketing. One of the most remarkable 1976 pennies was sold at auction for $1 million. What made it so special? It was a near-perfect coin with a rare minting error and stunning eye appeal. Collectors were willing to pay a fortune to add this gem to their collections. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. A misplaced or altered D mint mark can indicate an error coin. Look for coins with no visible scratches, discoloration, or wear. Sending your penny to a professional grading service is the best way to determine its true grade and value. If you believe your 1976 penny is special, here's how to maximize its value. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Reach out to coin dealers or numismatic experts for advice. Rare coins often fetch the highest prices at auctions, especially those hosted by reputable companies like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Who knew that a tiny penny could hold such incredible value? So, the next time you come across loose change, take a moment to look closely. That one little coin could change your life forever. 1979 Lincoln penny, a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, waiting to change your life forever. The 1979 penny, minted in Denver, is a classic piece of American coinage. Most of these coins are worth just a cent. But under the right conditions, certain 1979 pennies can fetch staggering amounts, sometimes up to $1 million at auction. Let's break down what makes this coin so special. In 1979, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies as part of the Lincoln Cent series. These pennies feature the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. What sets the 1979 apart is a combination of rarity, minting errors, and high-grade conditions. So, what makes a 1979 penny worth a fortune? Let's take a closer look. Check for the D below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Look for doubling on the lettering or numbers, particularly on "In God We Trust" or the date. These errors, called double die varieties, are incredibly rare and valuable. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can be worth thousands, or even millions. The shinier and more flawless, the better. But why would someone pay so much for a penny? Well, collectors value these coins because of their rarity and historical significance. For example, a 1979 D penny with an uncirculated, mint state condition and an error like a doubled die could ignite a bidding frenzy at an auction. Inspect every 1979 D penny in your collection for errors. Pay attention to the coin's luster and surface quality, scratches or wear can significantly reduce value. If you think you've found something special, get it professionally graded to confirm its worth. Did you know that a near-perfect 1979 D penny once sold for an eye-popping amount at auction? While the exact million-dollar sales are rare, pennies with mint errors or exceptional grades frequently break records. It's proof that small coins can hold massive value. So, could the next million-dollar penny be hiding in your pocket? Start searching your change, because you never know when you might strike it rich. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more treasure hunting tips and coin collecting stories. Happy hunting! 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? At first glance, it looks like an ordinary penny, right? But this little coin holds a secret that has collectors going wild. In 1980, pennies were struck at two major mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Denver carry a small D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia typically have no mint mark. But here's the catch: not every no mint mark penny is valuable. So what makes this one so special? The value lies in its condition and rarity. If your 1980 no mint mark penny is in pristine condition, what we call MS67 or higher, it could fetch a jaw-dropping price at auction. And the record? Over $1 million for the finest example. Back in one of these coins made headlines when it sold for a staggering amount. Why? It was nearly flawless, an absolute gem in the eyes of collectors. But how do you know if your penny is valuable? Step 1. Check the condition. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and that shiny, lustrous finish. Step 2. Consider professional grading through organizations like PCGS or NGC. Even a small blemish can affect the value. But don't worry, you don't need to be an expert. Tools like a magnifier or even a trip to a trusted coin dealer can help you figure out if you're sitting on a gold mine. No mint mark under the date. Exceptional condition. Little to no wear. High grade certification. Aim for MS67 or higher. Miss any of these? Don't fret. Even lower grade pennies can fetch hundreds of dollars. Now, before you rush to empty your penny jar, here's a pro tip: patience pays. While rare coins like this are valuable, finding one in the wild is like winning the lottery. But hey, someone's gotta win, right? So, is the 1980 no mint mark penny worth $1 million? For the right coin, in the right condition, absolutely. And the best part? These treasures are out there, waiting to be discovered. 1986 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny potentially worth a fortune. Let's break it all down and see if you might have this hidden gem in your collection. First things first, why is the 1986 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special? Most pennies from 1986 were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, a small batch of these coins from the Philadelphia mint were struck without a mint mark, an error that makes them extremely rare. Coin collectors go absolutely wild for these minting mistakes because they're like finding a needle in a haystack. Now let's talk numbers. The value of this penny can range from a few $100s for lightly circulated ones to jaw-dropping prices of up to $1 million for those in pristine condition. This record-breaking value depends on factors like its rarity, condition, and grade. Imagine finding a penny worth more than your car, or even your house. So, how do you identify if your 1986 penny is the one? Here's a step-by-step guide. Look for the year 1986 on the obverse front of the penny. Below the year, you'll typically find a small letter D, P, or S, indicating where the coin was minted. For this rare penny, there's no mint mark at all. Coins in mint state condition, meaning they look almost untouched, hold the highest value. If your penny has scratches or discoloration, it might still be valuable, but not as much. So, why does this penny fetch such high prices? It's all about rarity and demand. Coin collectors love unique errors, and the absence of a mint mark is a fascinating mistake in the minting process. Combine that with the sentimental value of Lincoln pennies, and you've got a recipe for a highly sought-after collectible. If you think you've found this penny, here's what you need to do. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify its authenticity and condition. Take it to a trusted numismatist or coin dealer for a second opinion. Consider auctioning it through a reputable platform like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where collectors compete for rare coins like this. Who knew something as ordinary as a penny could be worth so much? So, the next time you get change, take a closer look. That 1986 penny you've been ignoring might just change your life. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Who knows, they might have one of these treasures too. Fade out with a spinning penny transforming into a shining dollar sign. Background music builds to an exciting crescendo. 1987 D. Lincoln penny. Yes, this little coin could be worth up to $1 million under the right circumstances. Let's find out why. The 1987 D penny, minted in Denver, might look like an ordinary coin at first glance. But what separates the valuable ones from the rest? It comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, errors, and demand. First, let's cover the basics. The 1987 D penny was part of the iconic Lincoln Cent series, which started back in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The D mint mark signifies it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the key U.S. minting facilities. Over 4.5 billion of these coins were produced that year. So, why would anyone pay $1 million for one? Well, it's not just about having a 1987 D penny. It's about having the perfect 1987 D penny. Let's explore the factors that can skyrocket its value. To understand why this coin could be worth $1 million, we need to look at the key factors that collectors hunt for. First up, condition. Coins graded as MS68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare. Out of billions of coins minted, only a handful have survived in such pristine condition. These coins have sharp details, no wear, and a beautiful luster, making them highly desirable. Next, minting errors are where the magic happens. Some 1987 D pennies feature unique errors like a double die, where the design appears to be doubled, or an off-center strike. These rare mistakes make the coin one of a kind, sending collectors into a bidding frenzy. And let's not forget about provenance and demand. If a 1987 D penny with unique qualities surfaces in an auction, wealthy collectors may be willing to spend big bucks to add it to their collection. Okay, so you've got some 1987 D pennies. How do you know if yours is the jackpot? Follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, discoloration, or wear. The closer to mint condition, the better. If your coin looks promising, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its condition and assign a grade that determines its value. Did you know that a 1987 D penny in top condition has fetched upwards of $10,000 at auctions? While $1 million sale hasn't been confirmed yet, coins from this era have set records in the past. The right combination of rarity and condition could make it happen. So, the next time you find a 1987 D penny in your pocket change, don't overlook it. Who knows? That humble little coin might just be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. 2004 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors and investors with its rare value. But what makes this penny so special, and why is it worth so much? Stick around as we dive into this incredible coin story. First, let's take a quick look at the 2004 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted as part of the United States Mint's regular issue. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the words "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2004 inscribed on the obverse. The reverse of the coin displays the Union Shield design, representing the nation's strength and unity. So far, everything seems pretty standard, right? But here's where things get interesting. Normally, the U.S. Mint places a mint mark on coins to indicate where they were produced. For most pennies, you'll find a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia. But in 2004, something strange happened. Some Lincoln pennies, produced in Philadelphia, were released without any mint mark at all. This wasn't the norm. And while the U.S. Mint had originally planned for the P mint mark to appear on all Philadelphia coins, a small number of 2004 pennies slipped through without it. So, what does this mean for the value of these coins? Now, here's the kicker. As soon as collectors noticed these mint markless pennies, they realized that this was a major error coin, and error coins are extremely valuable in the numismatic world. Even though the 2004 no mint mark penny was technically produced by the Philadelphia Mint, its rarity makes it highly sought after. The U.S. Mint never officially acknowledged the error, but collectors have been clamoring to get their hands on one of these elusive coins. Some of these pennies have been sold at auctions for tens of thousands of dollars, and in certain cases, even up to $1 million. That's right, a coin worth just 1 cent when it was minted could now be worth an entire fortune. Why? Because fewer than 100 of these error coins were ever discovered, and that scarcity makes them incredibly valuable to the right collector. So, how can you tell if you've got a rare 2004 no mint mark penny? The first thing to check is, of course, the mint mark, or lack of it. If you look at the lower right corner of the obverse and you don't see a D or P, you could have a winner. But there's more to it than just that. Examine the coin closely for signs of wear or damage, as condition plays a significant role in its value. A coin in mint condition, with sharp details and no visible signs of wear, is worth much more than one that's been heavily circulated. Remember, the rarity and condition of the coin are key factors. So, if you have a 2004 penny with no mint mark in great shape, you might be sitting on a potential gold mine. Now that you know what to look for, how do you go about selling your rare 2004 penny? You can visit local coin dealers who specialize in rare U.S. coins, or you can list it on online marketplaces like eBay, where rare coins often fetch top dollar. Before you sell, it's a good idea to get your coin appraised by a professional numismatist. They can help you determine its value based on rarity, condition, and demand. While it's true that some 2004 no mint mark pennies have sold for impressive sums, it's important to remember that not every coin will be worth $1 million. The condition, rarity, and the current state of the market all play a role in determining its final value. But if you happen to come across one of these rare pennies, don't just toss it into a jar. Take a moment to check for the mint mark. It could just be your ticket to a life-changing discovery. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of rare coins. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin that turned out to be worth more than you expected? Let us know. 2017 P Mint Mark Lincoln Penny. Is it just another modern coin, or could it be worth up to $1 million? Stick around to find out the shocking truth behind this rare coin. The 2017 P Mint Mark Penny is special for a few key reasons. This coin, released by the U.S. Mint in 2017, has an interesting distinction. It's the first time ever that a Lincoln penny has been struck with a P Mint mark, representing the Philadelphia Mint. Prior to 2017, pennies were exclusively minted at the Denver and San Francisco mints. So, why is this seemingly simple penny worth so much attention? The mint mark itself, located just below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder on the obverse of the coin, sets this penny apart. But here's where it gets interesting. In 2017, the U.S. Mint released the 2017 P penny as part of a special initiative to honor the 225th anniversary of the Philadelphia Mint. The Mint produced millions of these coins, but only a few are extremely valuable. So, what makes these pennies so rare? While most 2017 pennies are still circulating today, there are certain factors that could make this coin worth thousands, or even $1 million. Here's the breakdown. As with any collectible coin, the condition is key. Pennies that are in mint state, meaning they're in perfect, uncirculated condition, are the most valuable. Some of the highest graded 2017 pennies, graded as MS67 or higher, can fetch thousands of dollars. Error coins are another reason why this penny is on the radar of collectors. A 2017 penny with errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or misalignments can significantly increase the coin's value. In rare cases, these error coins could be worth up to $1 million. The true rarity factor comes into play when considering how many of these coins exist in perfect condition or with errors. Collectors look for coins that are scarce, and certain 2017 pennies have turned out to be surprisingly hard to find in good condition, driving up their value. Let's take a look at some real-world examples. In recent auctions, we've seen high-grade 2017 pennies listed for thousands of dollars. In particular, one graded MS67 with an error sold for over $30,000. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. If a 2017 penny with a rare minting error, like a double die or a particularly off-center strike, were to surface in top condition, it could easily sell for hundreds of thousands, or potentially up to $1 million. Cut to a step-by-step guide on how to inspect a penny for errors. Show close-ups of the coin's details, focusing on key areas. Inspect the mint mark. Look closely at the P mint mark. It should be clean and distinct. Any doubling or irregularities in the mint mark can indicate an error. Check Abraham Lincoln's portrait for any noticeable doubling. A double die error is a sought-after feature, where the image appears doubled on the coin. Examine the edges of the coin. An off-center strike happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting. Other common errors include misaligned dies, which can result in blurry text or images. If you believe your 2017 penny might be valuable, consider getting it professionally graded. Coins graded MS67 or higher are the ones that tend to bring in the big bucks. So, once you've identified a potential high-value penny, where can you sell it? Many collectors turn to reputable online auction sites like eBay or specialized coin auction platforms such as Heritage Auctions. You can also check with your local coin dealers to see if they might be interested in purchasing your penny. If your coin is in excellent condition or has a significant error, you can expect offers anywhere from a few $100s to tens of thousands. In the rarest cases, the highest quality 2017 pennies with major errors could potentially reach the $1 million mark. While most of us might not have a $1 million 2017 penny hiding in our change jars, it's certainly a coin to keep an eye on. As more collectors discover the potential of these pennies, their value may continue to rise. Remember, condition, rarity, and minting errors are the key factors in determining how much your coin is worth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more tips, tricks, and coin secrets. 2019 Abraham Lincoln penny with NO mint mark. Yes, you heard that right. A penny from 2019 that could be worth up to $1 million. Stick around because we're diving deep into how this coin came to be so valuable, and what you need to look out for if you think you might have one. Now, most of us have probably seen a 2019 penny at some point, right? It's not exactly rare, but what makes the 2019 no mint mark penny one of the most sought-after coins in recent years is a unique and mysterious error that happened during its production. Before we get into the details of the error, let's go over the basics. As you know, the Abraham Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, commemorating the 16th President of the United States. The 2019 penny, just like other years, should normally have a mint mark if it was struck at a U.S. Mint facility outside of Philadelphia. The U.S. Mint has three main facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Pennies struck in Philadelphia usually don't have a mint mark, but coins struck in Denver or San Francisco always carry a D or S mint mark. But here's where the mystery comes in with the 2019 penny. In 2019, a very strange thing happened. Some 2019 Lincoln pennies were produced without any mint mark, even though they were supposed to have one. This is extremely unusual because the U.S. Mint traditionally places a mint mark on coins produced at the Denver or San Francisco mints. But the 2019 no mint mark penny defies this tradition. These no mint mark coins are believed to have been mistakenly struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not place a mint mark on its coins. But somehow, a batch of these 2019 pennies made it into circulation with no mint mark at all, leaving collectors stunned. So, why are these 2019 no mint mark Lincoln pennies so valuable? It's all about rarity, error, and demand. In the world of coin collecting, errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. But this isn't just any error. This is an error involving a coin from a recent year, and in perfect condition, it could be worth up to a staggering $1 million. Coins with such minting mistakes are highly prized by collectors, especially when they're rare. Since this error was never intended, and it was so rare, collectors have been clamoring to get their hands on one of these pennies, driving up the price. Now you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable pennies? Well, the first step is to check the date. You'll see 2019 clearly stamped on the front of the coin, and there's one key feature you need to look for: an O mint mark. Remember, this error is all about the absence of the mint mark. If you find a 2019 penny without a D or S mint mark, and it looks authentic, you might have a rare find on your hands. It's crucial to check for wear and tear too. Pennies in pristine condition, especially those graded as MS67 or higher, are worth significantly more. So, exactly how much could a 2019 no mint mark penny be worth? Well, while most of these coins are still circulating and only worth a penny, certain ones, particularly those in uncirculated, mint condition, can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. If you happen to have one that's graded at a high level, say MS67 or higher, it could be worth as much as $1 million at auction. Now, don't expect to just pick up one of these for pocket change. They're extremely rare, and finding one in perfect condition is what makes them so valuable. If you think you've found a 2019 no mint mark penny in excellent condition, here's what you should do next. First, have the coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. They'll give your coin a grade that can help determine its value. Then, you can list it for sale at coin shows, online marketplaces like eBay, or auction houses specializing in rare coins. But be cautious. There are plenty of counterfeit coins out there, so always do your research and work with trusted professionals. Well, there you have it, folks. The 2019 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny could be sitting in your coin jar right now, and it could be worth up to $1 million. So, get to checking those pennies, and who knows, you might just strike gold. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more amazing coin stories and tips. See you next time, coin lovers.